So we all can agree this was a hater move, right? On Ace's behalf. What else could it be? Y'all know Ace orchestrated that, right? But I mean, hey, the Hoodinators, y'all got information for your girl. Cheers to y'all. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here to talk Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 18. We have been together for a while. If you have been a part of the past, it's about 14 or so recaps. If you've been here from the beginning, if you've been here from just yesterday, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, leave your comments down below. We are on the road to 40,000 subs, y'all. I am less than 700 subs away. So if you have been enjoying the content, if you have been enjoying my t-shirts, hit that subscribe button and I will catch you guys in the comments. All right. So let's go ahead and get right into the episode. So we're picking up where we left off from the other night, and Shelly, Huda, and Sierra go over to the side to talk. And Shelly lets Huda know, look, we picked you for some of the challenges because you are at the center of the drama. I mean, truth be told, a lot of the drama that's been going on, a lot of the arguments, the whatever, it's come at the result of you. Huda feels that she was getting picked on in the game. You weren't. You have been the center of the drama. A lot of the questions were applicable to you. So Huda's like, I really care about you guys. Like, I'm a mom. And because I'm a mom, it's hard for me to make friends, okay? I don't have a lot of friends at home. I wonder why. I don't have a lot of friends at home. I've had bad experiences with friends, and if I haven't been there for you guys in the way that I should have been, then I'm a mom. I should know how to be there for people a little bit better, but I'm sorry. Look. Look. What I don't like about Huda Coulda Shoulda is the fact that Huda Coulda Shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Huda should have took some accountability. Let's be real about it. The biggest thing that turns some people off from Huda is the fact that instead of her being truthful about what's going on, instead of her being like, you know what, y'all, I was wild and I did do too much, she likes to pass the buck. She likes to pass the blame. Okay, let's be real, Huda. You, even though Jeremiah, you feel that Jeremiah has done something to you because he was going on dates and he was making other connections. At the end of the day, only you are in control of your own emotions. And the fact that you continue to act a whole donkey in that villa, probably way more than we ever saw, is the reason why they kept, putting that milk on you for those things. Sierra said, we just don't want you to continue in this headspin that you're going, and Sierra apologizes if Huda has felt any distance from her. Huda wants everyone to know in the world, not just the villa, but the world, there is more to me than a crash out. I know the past 2, 3.5 episodes, I have done the most, right? And I want to rewrite my story. No, we don't rewrite stories. No, I don't believe in revisionist history. That's not what I subscribe to. It's not part of my ministry. You can add a new chapter to your book, but you can't rewrite your history because the North remembers, okay? The North will forever remember. But Huda says she's going to start anew. Casa is tomorrow, so hopefully she going to find somebody for her, okay? Jeremiah and Iris. So they have a talk, and she was like, I'm going to be real with you. It's platonic. I'm getting friendship vibe from you. Jeremiah agrees, and she tells Jeremiah that she kissed TJ. He calls her a freaky frog. Now, I don't know what that means. That's a new one for me. But he calls her a freaky frog, and then was like, well, I kissed Andriana. And I'm like, Yeah. So they both agree we're going to keep it a secret outside of the, like, millions of people that were watching. It's a secret though, so far. So Jeremiah lets Andriana know, or excuse me, he lets Iris know that he will always have her back and he's going to always ride for her because when he was down in the dumps, okay, she always rode for him. She always had his back and she stood beside him when everybody else was like kind of distancing themselves from him, okay? So then we get Amaya. Okay. So Amaya and Alondria are over to the side, and Amaya feels that she don't know what's going on with her and Austin. She's like, every time I say babe, Austin makes a face. He keeps making faces. And I'm like, I'm not going to say that she needs to stop calling people babe. That's how she talks, right? Like I said before, you're too ethnic for Austin. Austin don't want a colored woman, okay? He wants a nice, bright, white woman based on what he's been doing on the TikTok. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So she's like, he keeps making faces. Alondria was like, well, girl, fall back. Fall back from him. Don't keep doing everything that you're doing and then see if his behavior changes or see how he starts to move from there. So Amaya feels that people in there are making her feel like she's crazy. And I hate that for her. There are so many people. Y'all were in the comments. She's smothering everyone. She's doing a lot. Amaya is not. That is her personality. And you can tell that it's her personality. So one thing we're not going to do is make it seem as if Amaya is doing too much. She's not. She's just loud. And I kind of feel like if you big up Huda, then you should be bigging up Amaya too. Because they both have been doing the same type of shit. Truth be told. So Amaya gets a little emotional. And Adriana lets her know that someone will appreciate her energy and her love, and it's not Austin. Austin has at one point said that it's weird that she's so into him after 2 days. But you wanted Shelly to be into you, Austin, so what's the difference? I guess. So Sierra and Nick are having a conversation, and this entire conversation was so much. So he tells her that, he's sorry that the sex was so short, but that is a representation of how he feels about her. I said, oh, the 30 seconds is a represent Nicholas. That didn't come out the way that you thought it was going to, baby. So Sierra lets him know, look, during the challenge when you were kissing the bombshell, okay, Adriana, I was gonna just let it ride. I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but you rolling around with her and you were doing the most. I'm not going to continue to hide how I feel about that. I said, girl, bring them scales out. Let them know. Let them know. So Nick was like, well, I'm not gonna lie. I am attracted to Adriana and Andreana. Y'all was correcting me in the comments. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Andreana, because I said it the way that they saying it on the damn show. Okay? She ain't correcting nobody. But Andreana said that he's like, I'm attracted to her, and the challenges are supposed to test our connection. So Sierra said, look, I don't know what you're talking about in your other chats, but when I'm having conversations with some of the other guys, I'm always letting them know that, yes, I'm enjoying their conversation, but I am building something strong with you. Nick is not doing that because remember, Nick all but screamed, I'm open when Andreana first came in. Right? So Nick is not doing that. So Nick tells her, but you have the freedom to explore other connections. And she was like, I know, but it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel natural to me. So Nick basically said, look, you check all the boxes, but I'm not closed off. And what that means is, yeah, you're a placeholder for now. You're my fallback plan, but I want to get to Casa. I want to see all the other bombshells, and then if none of those other women catch my eye or want me back, then it's me and you. That's what I got from the conversation. That's kind of fucked up, Nick. That's very fucked up. But remember, Nick is the same one that always has the math problems. Nick always has the fractions where he's 20% here, 30% there. That's how Nick gets down. So I guess. Sierra in her confessional now feels that her feelings are stronger than Nick's, and they are. I think, Sierra, your feelings have always been stronger than Nick's. So we see Ace and Shelly. They are happy together for now. They seem to be getting along. I still would like to know, why did Ace pick Amaya and not Shelly? Literally, nobody is asking that question. Nobody's asking that question. Ace could have been coupled up with Shelly. Later that night in bed, we see Sierra and Nick did not cuddle when she came from showering and stuff like that. She got right in bed, put her face mask on and turned over. She was not for the shits. And Nick didn't ask her what was wrong because he knew that she was feeling some type of way, in regards to him. So the next morning, Hoodie coulda shoulda really think she has a chance with TJ. I said, oh. She's telling Alandria and Taylor that, she is used to how Jeremiah would walk through the villa and would give reassurance and, would make eyes at her and all that type of stuff. And Taylor was like, that was obsession. That wasn't reassurance. Taylor, you don't reassure Alandria, so you may want to sit this one out, baby. This is really not your conversation, okay? So Nick said if Sierra is still upset after the conversation that they had, then that's problematic. And I'm like, the way that Ace and Nick have some of these conversations is the blind leading the blind. Like, come on. So meanwhile, Sierra is talking to, was it Shelly? And she feels that it is time to remove her rose-colored glasses with Nick because clearly she is missing something. She's looking at Nick, and he is just the bee's knees and the cat's meow and the best thing from sliced bread, and he's not looking at her with the same feelings, okay? He's not looking at her like that. So I'm like, well, y'all had sex, and sex is going to complicate everything. No matter if it was 25 seconds or not, y'all had sex. And so because y'all have done that, y'all have opened up other emotions that neither one of y'all were ready for, Sierra. So unfortunately, that's where you are right now. So I hate it for you, sis. I hate it for you. So Pepe and Hannah are talking, and he was like, so what are you doing when you get out of here? Out, after the show. Hannah is like, well, I'm planning a girls' trip to Nashville. Pepe said, what if I don't like you after that? Don't tell me no shit like that. Don't ever feel emboldened enough to ask me or tell me, what if I don't like you after your trip? What? Oh my God. I was like, yikes. So we then see Alondria and Taylor. She set up a little charcuterie board for him, a little charcuterie board. With I guess some fruits and chocolates, and I was like, talking about I want to give back what he gave me. Then y'all should have been learning how to do the robot or something. Because that's what he gives you. I'm sorry. And I've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it. And Sean, is that your name in the comments? Taylor's biggest fan. Point out to me what Taylor has done that we have seen on camera that didn't come from Ace telling him to do it. If you can point that out, put it in the comments. But y'all come in the comments every week and y'all are, oh my God, you hate Taylor. You hate them. You're biased. And I really want y'all to learn what bias and what hate means. I had somebody put in my comments today, thank you, Shanice, because I was able to screenshot it before you deleted it. She gave me the definition of hate, and she said that it is feel intense or passionate dislike for. So I asked her, if you honestly think that I have a severe dislike for somebody on TV, that's crazy. And her response was, well, you stated you disliked Ace. So me merely stating I don't like Ace, I don't have to like Ace, that is a intense or passionate dislike. I really need y'all to learn how to use hate. I need y'all to learn how to use bias. Because like y'all say everything is a hater. Y'all say everybody is a hater. Y'all say everything is hated. Sometimes people just don't like people. And that's fine. It should be, because we don't know any of these people. But nonetheless. So they're still having basic day one conversations. What is your favorite fruit? Y'all have been in that villa for 18 days and you don't know what type of fruit she likes? Why? Why don't you know what type of fruit she likes? Like, these are basic conversations that y'all should have been past by now. Y'all should be past this. But I guess she likes pineapple. He don't. He likes apricots because his grandfather used to grow apricots. Her grandmother used to have plum trees. My grandmother had apple trees, and so we all like fruit. Okay, that's basically what I got from the conversation. They share another very hard type of kiss, and I guess this is the love story that y'all like. I guess. I'm not hating. It is not a passionate or intense dislike. It's just an observation, okay? So we then see TJ and Houlda, Coulda, Shoulda. This conversation sent me, okay? So he's like, I want to be completely transparent and honest. I'm not feeling a connection with us. Can I ask why? Because I'm Houlda, Coulda, Shoulda. You shoulda been feeling a connection with me. Because I felt like we had chemistry. You didn't feel the chemistry? I know I didn't tell you I'm a mom yet, but like you don't feel the chemistry? I just don't want to lead you on, okay? I don't want to lead you on. I want to be very straightforward. Well, I mean, I'm used to men being obsessed with me right away anyways, and I could tell it wasn't right. It wasn't like that with you. It was different. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. It's okay. I'm not mad. Yes, you are, Houlda. Here's the thing. The way that Houlda kept saying, it's okay, we're fine. It's okay. Like, TJ didn't care, baby. He was telling you what it is and what it ain't. And what it is that he gets friendship vibes from you. What it ain't is his attraction towards you. And truth be told, whether Houlda, Coulda, Shoulda wants to really admit this or not, a lot of that is probably going to come off the back of the way that you handled you and Jeremiah being recoupled. That's what it's going to come from. Because y'all know that the bombshells can see some of the show. So I'll be interested to see when she gets her ass to casa who wants to deal with crazy. Who wants to deal with crazy? So she kept saying, I'm not mad. It's okay. We're friends. He was like, yeah, we're friends. Girl, I said that first. So Andriana and Jeremiah are over to the side talking. They look weird. Where they, like, why he leaned forward and laughed? He was like, I was like, Jeremiah, why you laughing? Why you laughing like that? The fuck? So Ace is over there to the side being the little hater ass that he is. His little pint-sized ass is over there talking about Jeremiah's repeating the same zone. Like, this is the same cycle that he's doing. He's zoning in on Adriana. And he's Xing himself off from everybody. He ain't even cool with us no more. Why do you care, Ace? Why do you care? Like, here's the thing. The way that Ace and Nick, both of them together, and sometimes Taylor, have gone at Jeremiah about the whole coulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda situation, why do you think that he's still gonna be besties with y'all? Like, didn't y'all almost come to fisticuffs the other day? Weren't you ready to put the foo faps on his ass? Like, what's happening? Why do you think that he still wants to be cool with you? I don't understand Ace. I don't get it. It's weird. It's a weird obsession with wanting to politic and police how Jeremiah moves in this house. Like, he has moved on. It's not even like he's still obsessing over Houlda, Coulda, Shoulda. I don't get it. So we then see Andriana and Jeremiah, they kiss, and Hood's over there looking stupid. Shit. Houlda. See, this is why I be talking about Houlda. You do stuff like that and you be thinking that it looks a way, but it comes off a very different way. So Nick gets a text, get your asses to the fire pit. Let's send somebody home, okay? So we find out, or they do, America has been voting, okay? Sometimes America votes correctly. Most times we don't in elections. In November, we did not. But this one, I feel like we did okay with. So we find out that the America has been voting on their favorite boy and their favorite girl. And Amaya was like individuals. Yes, baby, as individuals. Favorite boy and favorite girl. Okay, that's individual. So the Islanders with the fewest votes are at risk tonight and are being vulnerable, okay? Meaning somebody taking their ass home, in case y'all don't know by now. Houlda, Coulda, Shoulda said in her confessional that she is expecting it's her time to go. I thought it was too. I'm gonna be real with you. But the Hoodinators, I told y'all get information, and y'all did. So the bottom three girls are Hannah, Iris, and Amaya. I'm not shocked about that. I expected that, to be honest. I fully expected that. It's very, very rare that the OG girls are in the bottom when America's voting on their favorite girl. You got to really just be trash for America to put you in the bottom. And I think a lot of that is production. It's like, no, we're going to take as many OG girls to Casa as we can. Okay. So Hannah, Iris, and Amaya. Hannah is an OG girl, ain't she? No, no, she's not. No, she's not. Hannah was a bombshell. So the bottom three guys are Jeremiah, Pepe, and Austin. I said Jeremiah, America. I was shocked. But then when you think about it, Ace, Nick, and Taylor are not going to be over. Yeah. I said, wow, the Hoodinators, y'all. Wow. So the girls are going to have to pick which girl to dump, and the guys are going to have to pick which guy to dump. And as soon as they said that, I knew who the guys were going to send home. I knew who the guys were going to send home. So the girls send home Hannah. I did not expect that. I don't agree with it, to be quite honest. As much as I like Amaya, Amaya should have went home because Amaya does not have any real connections in the house right now. Amaya should have went home. To send home Hannah, who has this strong connection with Pepe, just does not make sense. So she immediately starts sobbing. She's weeping. And I was with her when she was like, the fuck? I said it to Hannah because I did not expect that. I was hoping Iris got to stay because Iris had a rough shake in there. And I mean, I can see why Amaya, they kept her, but wow, that was crazy. So then the guys sent home Jeremiah. I was not shocked at all. You know why? Because I just know that Ace's little fun size ass sat up in there and got all the guys on his side to send him home. To me, that was a hater move. Y'all know Jeremiah has a connection with Andriana, so why would you send him home? Why didn't y'all send Austin home? Why didn't y'all send Austin home? Austin doesn't have a connection with anybody. I thought that was interesting. And the reason that I think that Ace has such a hard on for Jeremiah is because Ace is playing the game too, right? So in Ace's mind, Jeremiah is playing this game trying to win. Ace is doing the exact same thing, but Ace said, okay, I'm going to date around a little bit and then ultimately get with Shelly because then it's going to look like we have this great love story. Ace is doing the same thing as Jeremiah. They're both playing the game to try to win, and Ace just got the upper hand because he was able to get Jeremiah out. I promise you, I'm willing to bet money that Ace was very instrumental in this. Taylor seems like a follower. Nick don't know what the hell is going on. Nick probably agreed because if Jeremiah is gone, he might actually have a chance with Andriana. So I guess. Up in the makeup room, Hannah says she doesn't know how to talk to the people that just voted her off. And I mean, that's facts. That's facts. So Nick is downstairs telling Jeremiah that it wasn't personal and that he's one of his best friends. If he was one of your best friends, why is he going home? So like, because think about this. If Jeremiah is one of your best friends, Nick, why would you send him home over Austin or Pepe? Y'all kept Pepe. I guess. So Hoodie Coulda Shoulda pushed Jeremiah for Chad. She apologizes for being mean and said that she still cares about him. And you could see her trying to lean in and get a kiss again. It's over. So then Andriana, she comes over and they have a chat, and she, like, I know she feels away because she was like, damn, I just got in here. So they end up embracing and then they kiss as a goodbye. And then we see everybody take the pictures and all that type of stuff. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked that production didn't try to interfere and save Jeremiah. I wouldn't be shocked if he pops back up at like Casa, I wouldn't be shocked if he pops up later in the season because they still have people that they can bring back. But that was interesting. And one thing that I didn't notice, maybe it's me, maybe I missed it. Did we see Hannah and Jeremiah walk out with their suitcases? Because I don't think we did. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I'm I'm floored at this. Let me know down in the comments who you guys think should have went home. Are you happy Jeremiah and Hannah got sent home? Who do you think should have been sent home? If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for Casa Amor. Peace.